Happy Vlogmas Day 6, people. Thanks for joining me again. I hope you all enjoyed yesterday's. Bit of a Vlogmas with a difference yesterday, but honestly, my sides were killing me. I just couldn't stop thinking about it all night. Went out in Wickham with the girlies last night. I've just seen something. Oh, it's a branch of a tree. It looks like there's a dog standing on the top of the hedge. No, I digress. No, went out with the girlies in Wickham last night, and yeah, I'll put a picture in. Went to a place called Cato in Wickham Village. It's Pan-Asian cuisine. Been there before. Little bit, you know, more pricey than going for like a cheapy, but so worth it because it's absolutely delightful. It's really, and the guy who's like, I presume he's like the manager, head waiter, whatever, because he always comes and greets you and makes a big fuss of everybody. Leslie's called, and if you didn't hear that because of Madam, shut up! Obedient dog. Leslie, yes, he's called Leslie, and he is just, I'm going to shut that door. Shut up, you vile thing. Yeah, he's just so canny and chatty, and every time you go, you get told why I picked the name Leslie, because it means fun giving or something. But yeah, all night I just kept remembering that thing I produced. It was meant to be a makeup bag. So anyway, we're going to give it another go today. But first of all, I've got to, we're just back from the dog walk. And Millie had decided to roll in something, which I think was fox poo. And dog walkers will tell you, dog owners will tell you, that is the worst. It is the absolute worst. But I rinsed their feet and I was saying, oh, Millie, you're not too dirty. You're quite clean today. And both of them weren't as muddy as they were, you know, the last couple of days. So I gather it must be drier. But, oh my goodness, this stuff. I went to kiss the top of her head and I'd been scratching behind her ear and I just got this waft, and thank goodness I didn't kiss the top of her head, because looked at my hand and here's all this gunk all over my hand, and smelt it, and I thought, oh, completely missed that sort of here and up onto the back of the top of her head. She had fox poo or whatever it was. It was absolutely rank. I didn't spot her rolling in it. I don't know when she did it, but yeah, if anybody's going to roll in it, she rolls in it. So I had to go back out, get the shampoo out and give her a good wash. So this is why she's barking and she's chasing him around, because she gets the zoomies when she's had a shower. So yeah, but today I am going for a coffee and a catch up with Linda, who is Granny Linda Sews, or So Granny Linda. I always get it the wrong way around. So Granny Linda, I think it is. So Granny Linda on Instagram, who gave me the pattern for the Verona jacket, which I still haven't made up yet because I tried and I didn't like the pink one, did I? So yeah. So I am meeting Linda for a catch up, and yeah. So that's first thing. I'm gonna go and pick her up and we're gonna go somewhere nice, and just to have another meetup, really, because it's quite a few weeks since we met up, and you know, so I'll get a picture of the two of us and I'll pop that in as well, and then after that, I don't know, it's obviously Friday, so I think we'll try and sew another makeup bag. What shape will this one be, I wonder? Anyway, catch you later. deja vu. I'm up to where I was at the start of yesterday's vlog, or roughly, and I'm about to cut the corners out. And I think the mistake I made with that pouch was I cut too much out of the corners. So if the zip's in the middle here, I cut a great big, I think it was 3 inches out. You're meant to do 3 centimetres out by her sizes, but because I've extended this pouch to fit the zips that I got 2 inches each way, I thought cutting a bigger corner out would be good, but clearly it wasn't. And I think that's what I've done wrong. I really couldn't be sure. This is my problem. If I make a mistake, I don't know what I've done to make like it look like that. So anyway, thank you for all the lovely comments that I've had on yesterday's vlog. I mean, I went out last night with the girls from Wickham, and I literally chortled all the way through the night thinking about the state of that pouch. It hasn't gone in the bin. I've still got it. It just doesn't look like it's meant to look. So what I think I'm going to do is do a 5 centimetre. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. So I've got my pen. Grab my ruler. There we go. In for a penny, in for a pound here. Right, so it's from the seam line. It's not from the edge of the fabric. Little tammy doodah. Had let's see, 5 to there. 5 to there. Can but try. Right, that's going to give us a pouch that wide and then that wide. So I think that's going to be about right. Oh, nearly spot on there. To there. And this one. Oh, wow, getting good at this. To there. Oh dear. Stop rushing, Karen, because what happens when we rush? We make a boo-boo. I was so chuffed to see that Rachel from the French Seams had seen me vlog, and she commented, she says, "You're just too funny." I really don't intend to be. It's just, that's my life. That's the way my sewing goes. And bless her, she'd said in her vlog this morning when I was watching it, that she had made about 4 pouches, not a box pouch, but a very, like, you know, a zipped makeup bag, and she'd made 4 in about an hour. And I was watching the doing, "Oh, you made 4 in about an hour, did you?" Well, I made a pouch in about 3 hours, and it looked nothing like it was supposed to. So there. Right, I'm gonna go for it again, people. Oh, and wish me luck, wish me luck. I don't know whether to go and have some tea first. I'm quite hungry. So I've had my lunch with Linda, who is So Granny Linda on Instagram, and bless her, she bought lunch today, and then I had a nice spend in the shop. So I got this place called Bayberry Hollow, that's just a couple of miles from Wickham, where we live, and it is a lady who lunches absolute delight, because not only do they do gorgeous eats and cakes and things like that, they have a shop, and the shop sells all manner of loveliness. It's where, if you watched Vlogmas last year when I got my present off my hubby, it was a picture of a Highland cow called Ada, and that's where I got Ada from. So it sells pictures and objets d'art and ornaments and flowers, and so at the minute it's got all its Christmas stuff in, and it is gnome central in there. It is amazing. And I've totally forgotten to take any footage or anything like that. Or I was going to at least get a picture of Linda and I sitting having our lunch together. I've completely forgotten. I'm really sorry. Right. Whoo, deep breaths, people. Okay, so you pull. I'm using slightly stiffer interfacing on this one, but it's a bit thinner. It's not as it's less waddingy. Is that a word? Waddingy. It's less wadding like than. Oh, I don't know what I've done there, but I'm gonna. Do I snip this off? Why? It's less like wadding than. I'm just going to check before I do that. Yeah, the zip's in the middle, just in case right. So you pull out like that, and you make sure the seam is in the middle, and you fold it flat. Right, and you pin it. And then I'll just pin that loosely, and I'm going to do this one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This one's got to come round to this side. And this is quite fiddly, but I just knew when I was doing it yesterday. But my favourite point in yesterday's vlog is when I'm trying to unravel it. After I've stitched all of the things down like this, and I'm unraveling it, and you can see, I did slow it down at that point because I can see I was getting slower, because it was sort of dawning on me as I turned it round the right way. You can see the pennies dropping. Something's gone wrong here. And that's my favourite bit. And even when I watch it, I start laughing before I start laughing in the vlog. I showed Lewis, because he'd said, what were you laughing at? You were in the sewing room, and you were, and I was obviously laughing away, and I was up here by myself, and he was like, what was so funny? So I had to show him, but of course he doesn't know what I was trying to make. So he says, well, yeah, you've made that. You've done that. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't look like that. It wasn't going to look like that. So this is, I have to say, I'm getting quicker at doing these. And if this has worked, this is going to have been the smoothest one so far. The bit that gets me is top stitching the zip down. I really, really, really struggle with that top stitching, like where you leave the gap in the middle on one side and the lining. I just don't know how you manage to get it under the needle, but even this time it's gone better than it has the last couple of times. So right, you know what, I'm going to sew that one first. I'll speed the next little few bits up. In fact, I'll do them, and then we'll come back for the big reveal. We'll come back for the big reveal, and I will have a fabulous zipper pouch. won't I? See you in a minute. Okay, moment of truth. They sewed up great. They sewed up so nicely and so much easier. I don't know if it's because I'm using less fuzzy interface and stabilizer, whatever you want to call it, or just that I've had that much practice now. Yeah. So now I've got to, unfortunately, I've got to get all of this out of this little gap. And yeah, just, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Try and do it really, really carefully so that I'm not putting too much pressure on these bits here. Oh dear. I thought I'd left a bigger gap than I had. Tammy says to leave 2 inches, and I've left way more than that. I think I've left about 3, but I thought I'd left about 4, to be honest, because with this being, well, that's absolutely done nothing, Karen. This being a stiffer sort of stabilizer as well, it's not condensing down as much as the other one did, but we've started. Here it goes. Oh, sorry. Give him birth. Come on, little baby. Come to mama. That's it. Right, get, pull that out. Oh, there's a zipper tab. It's looking promising. Got them in the right place, and although I had them in the right place on that disaster yesterday. So this is a bit of Vlogmas with sewing, isn't it? Although you haven't seen much of the sewing, to be fair. So a bit of Vlogmas with wrestling. I mean, you do get to the point in this where you think, it's not gonna do it. And this is the bit where I'm frightened to look at it. Let's just, oh, it's looking good, people. It's looking good. It's looking good. This is looking like a makeup bag. This is apart from that little, oh no, oh, that was me stitching, that's just a thread. Hey man, hey, who's a clever girl? It's only taken 6 attempts. Oh dear. There, and then I've just got to sew, obviously sew that bit down. I haven't done it in that disaster from yesterday. I've got to like top stitch that bit down, sew that down. But there we are. Da, da, da. Oh, I am cock-a-flipping hoop, I am. I am so impressed. It's bigger and chunkier than the original size. Obviously, I've made it a bit bigger, but that 5 centimetre corner bit, obviously, what I should have been doing. Not 3 inches. That's why. Yeah, shall we go and get the one I did yesterday? Right. So yeah, there's a bit of a difference. And that's just from cutting that bigger, like the corners out. That's just from cutting a bigger corner away. You end up with this thing as opposed to that thing. That stuns me. I really can't get my head around that. But there we go. Beth, me darling, there's part of your Christmas box if you're watching. And yeah, I'll let the rest of the lasses in the family fight over that one. Yeah, I'm not even sure. What I was saying when I was having lunch with Linda, I was saying it's a bit like a dog walking pouch. So maybe if I put like a pocket on the front, you could put your phone in there, and then I could use the zipper tabs to put like a strap, a crossbody strap, or like one of the many crossbody straps and handbag things that I've got lying about. Fasten them to there, and it could be a summer dog walking pouch. So we might do that. I mean, it still works as a pouch, but geez, who would have thought cutting that away would make such a difference? There you go. Right, I'll get this uploaded because it's about 15 minutes. I brought this over as well because that's the size that Tammy Handmade makes. So you can see mine is, you know, a little bit deeper, a little bit bigger. That's more, you know, an everyday makeup bag sort of thing. That would be all your extras and things like that. So yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with that. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Maybe I will keep sewing then, because I was ready to quit. I'm going to go and have some tea. I'm absolutely starving. It suddenly just hit me, and I think the mental energy that I've needed to cut that out has worn me out. Keep your comments coming, everybody. I'm loving that I made people smile yesterday. I thought you couldn't fail not to smile at that, because, you know, well, I was in stitches. But keep your comments coming. I love that everybody's watching, and my subscribers have gone up a little bit. But if you can give me a like, that would be great. And yeah, please feel free to comment. Love to chat, and I love to get all the comments. It just makes my day. Okay, well, take care, and we'll see you for day 7. Take care. Bye now.